Alright, hello and welcome back to the goddamn channel. And we're doing a bunch of different things today. I have finally worked my fucking ass off and switched over to using Streamlabs. Now doesn't sound too difficult to do. Doesn't sound like it's a lot of work. But I had to transfer over settings, layouts, everything. Obviously I'm still not using my camera because it's fucking hot here. But, for the most part, I've transferred everything over and now we are streaming both to Twitch and YouTube, which we should be able to do. So hopefully, everything works out fine. And we get some viewers from both sides of the coin. Now, obviously, I can't see directly how many viewers I got from each one. Hey, y'all! I'm doing on Streamlabs now. Got it streaming to YouTube and Twitch, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, obviously on the screen it says the viewers on it, which would be above where my camera is if I turned it on. And yeah, so I paid 90 quid for the month subscription to Ultra. And if it doesn't work out by if it doesn't end up being necessary by the end, I'll just stop doing it. But I'll probably still use Streamlabs anyway, because boy, getting some of the widgets to work is a lot easier on the actual, program. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, like I said, no camera because it's hot as absolute dripping balls here, and until my air conditioning turns up tomorrow, it's going to be a no shirt day, which not good for the webcam. But yeah, it's probably about as hot here as it is currently in Sumaru, in the middle of the fucking jungle. In fact, if I turn my thermometer around, it's 32 degrees in here. 32 degrees Celsius inside this room right now. I am boiling. So yeah, no camera. Hopefully I can get a fucking air conditioning sorted out tomorrow. Anyway, let's get going. Right, so we just finished talking up to this little lady, little Miss Dory. And so what we got to do now is go back to talk to Al-Hytham. I have a theory that Paimon might have said Al-Hytham's name a bit too much and gotten us in a little bit of trouble. So I assume we're going to get chased at some point. I don't know, that's just me. Going to the wrong dock. Oh, can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? Ah. It's so good. I do like the docu music as well. It's much nicer. Hello, Al-Hytham.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa. There's so many people from the academia here.
I drank like 3 bottles of water today.
This place as our meetup spot.
Just that hot.
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the academia's control, so naturally the academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumaru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it,
Ooh.
and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
Obviously, I'm going to need you to point out
That's
any
what we need
issues
to
that there
find
are.
out next.
Music, sound, connection, all the like. If you see any stuttering, particularly bad stuttering, obviously, because this is trying a new system and multi-streaming at the same time. Might be some issues that I've got to change. I'm pretty sure I just copied over every single possible setting from OBS, so it should have the same settings for everything. But obviously, it's a completely different. I know they're kind of basically the same system anyway. But yeah, it's potentially dodgy.
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will
I'm going to
relay my
guess with the
findings
times
to you.
of other things happening, we are
Will
going to
that
have to wait
suffice
those
as
4 days.
compensation? Okay.
Alhaitham, before you go,
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Yeah, that definitely isn't the best idea. Really, wow, really the outskirts. Flying, flying. Well, gliding, gliding. Ooh, that's one thing I got to change. Always show messages off. Yeah, 60 seconds. Almost forgot that.
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Aw, yeah, what a great buy!
Time
If you
thing.
want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after.
It's not going to
While
have an
you
effect.
fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to... There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry.
Wow! Hey, you must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Oh yeah, definitely avoiding the question. Oh, these little bastards? Okay. I doubt that there'll actually be any change made, because it would be kind of ridiculous if you do actually get a bonus from it. It might affect Traveler's ability, maybe his gender-related stuff, I don't know. As a sort of story-based change. But I doubt it'll have an effect.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
How are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right.
Doesn't seem
Time
like
for
they get
round
used
2.
up.
Fight with the same composure as before.
Same composure, sure.
Power that isn't high shot.
You've actually given me more enemies, you fucks. There were 2 packs of 3 before, now there's 4 or 4. 2 or 4.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During
Ha!
the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much?
Barely anything.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase.
Oh yeah, I'm the main
At
character!
the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
More Dora the Explorer. Dory the Explorer. Alright. Nope. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. $7 o'clock in 2 days' time, so. Not sure if that'll count. Might have to do it another day. No camera on, so no staring into the eyes of everyone watching. Yay!
Let's see Dory today and ask.
Go, go, go.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way. Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all? Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble. But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar. Ain el Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worshipped King Deshret? Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret.
Ow!
That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red.
Oh, that's not good.
The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
That's
You
not
can
good
look
at
for
all.
yourself. Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors. Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Turns out,
Oh, fuck you.
let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Now, is it red because of divine knowledge, or is it just red because of something else going on? I mean, I would feel like, since it's all Dendro energy anyway, that would be green. And just a very, very, very bright green. But it being red? Nah.
Al-Haytham!
That's got me
we got the
concerned.
info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory.
I'm nearly on my
Very
fourth
bold
bottle.
move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Oh, okay. For once, we don't have to wait the time ourselves.
I'm sure he's taking his time.
I really hope we haven't forgot about the
Oh, there
party,
he is.
the festival.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Faros Lighthouse.
I can't remember how long they said that
Let's
we
go.
had to wait for that to happen. And I expect something is going to happen at the festival. So... Bastards. To swim or not to swim? Surely. A few of those dendro things would be nice. I think that might have been quicker, I'm not sure.
I knew you were
Really
crazy,
hard to
but
tell.
I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Yeah,
Back up.
just a bunch of
Aren't you
normies.
the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
You'll want to call people lunatics, Christ.
I'm not going to mince my words.
You think your god's in a magic
Once
crystal?
we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Oh, this is gonna be so difficult.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Do we get to play as a hyphen? Do we get to play as him?
That's close enough.
Aw. Bitch. Well, you are actually harder to kill than the other guy. He was the boss. What the hell?
I'll be back.
Following orders.
Yeah, see how fucking weak he is? It's bloody ridiculous. Maybe it's because none of his dendro's been upgraded, but man. Dialog is just an absolute fucking beast, man.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Yep, he got fucked up by it.
Boss? Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to
told
do this
you Red was
cautiously.
bad.
Now.
Alright, just
Target acquired.
hit it. Works out.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
Haha, sneaky boy.
World, forget me.
Interesting.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some
That's what I was
researchers
thinking.
go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous.
But it could be necessarily anything that is
Imagine if
the
we tried
particular
to
knowledge is
open it.
dangerous. It's just that divine knowledge in
Who
general is
knows
dangerous.
what would have happened to us?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Yeah.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival.
There we go. I was hoping.
Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
You tricked us, you little bitch.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups
Ooh, you
require?
sneaky boy. You sneaky boy. Yeah, you little sneaky boy. I'll have you. Ooh. Act 1 already complete. Nice. Well, we're really close to finishing that. At least we got one of them then. And this one. No Primo Gems, but that's basically 160 Primo Gems right there. And Act 3, Chapter 3, Act 2. So, might not actually end up taking any... Really? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I guess we're gonna quickly do the very last of the Summertide side quests. I forgot about that one entirely. Haha. That's fine. I forgot about it, but that's fine. Should have gone for this one. Should have gone for that one. That one's closest. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Huh, self-proclaimed millionaire. Oh, no. One more level. Try and get the... Ah, damn you! Oh, it's gonna be a silent side quest. I really hope this doesn't spoil who the Archon is. Well, I'll go as far as I can to get detective nozzles. Well, I'll just get it out of the way far enough so that I can actually continue the Archon quest. Curses. Fuck, I missed. Ah, mistimed that one. Thought that wasn't going to open then. Oh god, this is going to get confusing. I sounded like you raised me up then. Don't know why. You raised me up. Am I being really dumb here? I should never have gotten down, should I? Well. Yeah, I'm being really dumb here. I thought that was... Wow. Really dumb. Whoopsie. Christ, this is a cool library. But wow, you're wasting shelf space. Well, rather, wall space. Like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of walls you're not filling with books, god damn it. Well, I have to get out of the way anyway. Lots of people here. No, we'll see how it goes. Sleepy girl, I'm guessing. Are we doing that thing on? No. Yeah, we are just gonna have to keep going until it unlocks. It's a bit annoying. I mean, to be fair, none of the other Archons have turned up during the event, so I doubt the Dendro Archon will. We need fast walking. Yeah. Hmm. Yep, we're going through all of them. I just want to get back to the main story, but this is also somewhat interesting. So hopefully, Tanai is going to be back in the main village of... Good, good, good. Is it still locked up? God damn it! We have to complete the whole damn crest, aren't we? It seems to involve every single Sumerian character. Sumerian. 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 Huh. That's a tricky one. Why are they living together? Why? What the hell is this? What the hell is wrong with you people? Why are you all so weird? Oh yeah, she's definitely Egyptian themed, that's for sure. Does it have a secret or not? Come on. Also, what kind of Egyptian name is Candace? As it is for spoilers, I think I have an idea of who the Dendroarchon is in the first place. But as long as no one, whilst we're talking, goes, "Hey, this reminds me of that time we did the so-and-so and then fought the so-and-so," I don't really worry too much about spoilers. That's who I think the... Yeah, because she just appeared out of fucking nowhere. That's definitely the Dendroarchon. Oh well. I mean, I was pretty sure that's who it was anyway. Like, because, you know, she's front and center of this. So, you know, it's pretty obvious who it is. But like I said, as long as it doesn't spoil the stuff by saying, like, hey guys, remember when we were fighting the fighting fight? You know, that's fine. Minor interactions and stuff, whatever. Like, obviously, we are going to make friends with the Dendroarchon eventually, because that's what we've done the whole freaking time. Oh, fuck. Nope, not yet. It hasn't. I don't think I can. I do honestly think I'm going to have to just finish the whole thing now. It's annoying. But it's my fault for not doing the Summertide stuff after it. You know. I really probably should have saved it for when I'd done everything and then done it. I just didn't realise it would be such a summation of everything. I thought it was just its own individual storyline. But, well. We live and we learn. Should be by the next time we get a summer event, then I will have caught up by then. Oh well, at least we'll unlock some travel points for when we next have to come here for the actual storyline. Oh, shut up. Oh. Interesting. I mean, it's basically the same as having torches that you light up to start the quest, but okay. Oh, fuck off. Leave me alone. Fine, big boy, let's go. Stop spinning around. Whew. At least the benefit of being stuck on World Level 7 is that I get a lot of materials. Alright, so let's just head straight for that, and we'll unlock a teleport point on the way. Wow, nothing. Pass me, excuse me. How's it going? See you later. Alcazar Zaray. That's quite the long name. Excuse me, passing through. Say hello. Bye-bye. Good day. Don't mind me, I'm not really here. This is all happening in the future. Oh, crikey, they're all here. Oh, yeah, I saw you on the map. On the map? On the character thing. An interesting looking guy. Gonna ignore reading that, to be honest. Lightning, Electro. What the hell is going on? You guys are fucking weird and crazy, you are. Huh. Hi, Cave.
festival, right?
Okay.
Let's hurry.
Let's get on with it. Oh, well, bloody annoying, wasn't it?
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just got to switch mental way.
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Hang on a second. Hang the fuck on. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, cool. So that is a slight spoiler and deconfirms a theory I had about the Akasha network being taken down. It's definitely still up at that point. So if that's meant to happen after everything's been done, the Akasha network's still there. Either that, or because I haven't done the Archon system and everyone's still got Akasha symbols. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I still had a theory that was going to happen, but maybe not.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. I'm sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Chapter 3, Act 2. Right. Hello. Yay, new person. How you doing? Wow. Pleasantly neutral is always good. Well, we'll see how I can change that.
It's
Hopefully.
also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind,
God,
how about
no,
we all walk
please.
around together
God,
tomorrow?
no. If there's anyone I don't want to
All
be a
of my
storyteller,
friends
it's
will be working
Paimon.
the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's...
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
You should probably fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really
I have a
look
feeling
forward to the
shit is
Sub-Zero
about to go
festival
down
too.
on the festival.
Will there be lots of yummy
Someone's
food?
pissed off at us.
Oh, no.
Someone's gonna want to
Thinking
fight
about
us.
Food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
I mean, Sumaru is supposed to be a combination of influences from the Middle East, India, and Egypt. So that kind of strip of stuff. So somewhere there, probably, but I can't exactly think of one that is... It doesn't fit, really. It's a very... It feels like one of those names that stands out against the rest. Like Dea and Fazar and all that stuff. Yeah, but festivals in games never go good, especially when they're part of the main story. An annual festival that happens every single time, that's alright. But a festival that is like, oh, we planned ages for this. We've tried our best, we put a lot of money in it. Nah, it ain't gonna go good. Someone is gonna attack, or someone is gonna be like, hey, stop this. That's what I think.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. It's finally
Ooh,
here.
maybe a bit.
I must cherish
Just
every
a bit.
moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
I mean, I swear there's also a storyline in the Zoom review trying to do some sort of festival or event that was banned, and the yeah, the Tenryu fighting or something. I remember something like that.
Oh, sounds like
Then again,
they're in this just
the
for
whole
the
kind of
lore.
Indie thing was a blur.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Yep.
Ooh, they're selling food over
Although
there,
I think in this case it's more of a we want to hide like contact with
This is
Kusanali.
a stall offering
Something like that.
foods
That's
from
what I
the
think.
Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away.
Inazuma
I
was
thought most
very,
people
very
nowadays
hardcore.
Wouldn't know.
mushrooms, flowers.
It was you, basically
and that
you
kind
versus
of
the
fruit?
Empire. You were the
It's all
rebellions.
vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haft Mewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumaru roses, Sunsettias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to
Although
be
it
a
did give us that
vegetarian to
moment
enjoy
where
the spread.
Kazuha
We
blocks
just used the 7
Raiden's
foods to
sword,
symbolize the 7
and it's just a
virtues of
bloody
Dendro
amazing.
Icon.
Especially when it activates both of his visions.
If
Oh, it
Sumaru
was just
uses
great.
vegetarian food to
Oh, I
represent
keep watching
the
that over and over
Dendro
again.
Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have
Yes!
to get on that one as soon as
Oh man, if
possible.
only we could do that in real life. Oh,
I hope your wish comes true one day,
that
Paimon.
better eventually become a thing we can do.
Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
And the fact that Raiden dips out for it is like, yep, it's a giant sword.
Dear customers,
Don't want to get that.
would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
Oh no,
So,
him in
how does
actual
it
like
work?
effect? Yeah,
It's
don't like
quite
him.
simple.
This
After
doesn't
you give
feel
me
right.
Any 2 alchemical reagents,
Honestly,
use them
none
to
of them.
perform a random
None of them
transmutation.
so far is better
Sure
than
sounds random. So random that it
Anemo
will probably fail.
Traveler. Anemo Traveler just has more damage
That is
and
precisely what we need.
effect.
After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Yep.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate.
I mean, Geo
could
is
say
a bit of
this
shit
is
as well
a pearl of
because
old wisdom.
it's
Why does everything sound
a fucking
so much more credible
traversal
when Dunya
ability
God says it?
plus a
If you guys
barrier.
working together,
I never liked it.
So that's the true wisdom behind
I
it.
never liked Geo.
This young lady sure knows her stuff.
So,
how about
an
it?
emo is just
Want
like,
to give it a try?
really? Because I never been able to get a hang of it.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Yeah.
Is he really looking it up in a
Have we
book?
fucked up your system, have we?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Oh, we're surrounded by that
Illusions
shit.
and lies? That sounds rather
We are
ominous.
surrounded by that shit.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed
Ooh,
towards
Hydro
Port
DPS.
Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are
I mean, I'm going as Hydro Traveler just for the lore of it right now, but obviously
I wish I could have
none of his
seen
shit is
that
upgraded.
spectacle.
I need to go find the, wherever it is we get this shit. Which thankfully is one this time, just one type. And that's Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. So hopefully by the time we get a Thursday, I'll have that unlocked as a place to go. Yeah. Jean? Huh.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers.
I mean,
It's
I'm
an
a
honor that you know my name.
free-to-play player who hasn't played in 3 years, so my character roster is lacking.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zerus festival. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going
Yeah,
on
I mean,
here?
yeah.
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, Speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalta candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one.
That one's
Do
blue!
these boxes all look the same?
That's obviously going to be the rarest
That's
one.
the fun part.
Unless that's the trick.
Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
I mean, it might be that, because obviously,
You
in the color
tried
ranking
it
of
before?
items, blue would be higher than green, right?
Traveler, help Paimon pick
But-
one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
You'd expect the blue one to be the higher ranking bit with the best flavor in it. But they might know that, so I'm going to go for the white one.
Paimon build
I also believe in your...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Okay. It being number 1 is also a trick, though. So I'm going to go with number 5.
Attention! That's
Fuck.
unfortunately Oni Kabuto.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The Sunsetia flavored candy.
Yeah, it's all
was in
skill, babe.
box
It's all
number
skill.
4.
I swear.
How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
How kind of you.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Both's good.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Thanks for the follow, by the way. I forgot to mention it. It's
Oh,
very
actually,
nice.
I just remembered that I left something behind.
Although it's always suspicious when someone
Since you're here,
starts viewing and then
can you
immediately
come with me
follows, because that's bot behavior. That is.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
how embarrassing.
But you have, like, you started in 2015, which is a good sign of not being a bot. So. When you're a smaller streamer as I am, you tend to be able to get learning bots fairly quickly. Then again, there are also people out there who essentially
We're
work
too
as
late.
agents
Who knew
for
the
other
little lady was
streamers
such
to
an
try and
early
sell
riser?
shit.
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
True, true. But most bots aren't programmed to respond to you
That most certainly is.
verbally.
We're in luck.
They normally,
She's
for some
walking
reason,
right
expect you
into
to
our
type in
clutches.
chat. But I never do. Because I'm talking. Right now.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Maybe they just expect, like,
Who are you? I don't believe
newbie
the
streamers to
Homayadis
not have
hired you.
a mic or something.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunya!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia. Dia the Flame Main. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky.
Yeah. I was wondering if more would turn up.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful, dear.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This...
Damn it! I was hoping to get to play as Dea. Ah, well. Run away! Not that we couldn't take care of them, but still.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
I mean, I did say something was going to happen. I was just thinking it would be more directly at the festival.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Also, they gave us 60 seconds to do that?
You took care of them so fast.
Why 60
Any
seconds?
more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Oh, I still expect something to happen at the festival, for sure. They're probably either going to try again or it's going to be something involving the academia.
Dia, your arm.
'Tis but a scratch, good sir!
I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
See?
Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Of course she uses a great sword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Well, now you've got me interested. Well, more interested.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Go! I swear to God, if it's a fucking Fatui, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a... I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret.
So obviously she's got the same thing as What's-Her-Face did. Yeah, Elazar.
It's terminal now.
Wow, that's really scary. Huh. So, my only possible thing is that maybe she wants to get kidnapped by... Wait, maybe they're also trying to kidnap her for the... Fatui to do some more testing on Elazar.
Can't
for
believe
some reason.
it's Elazar.
But other than that, if the Fatui are involved, I'm going to be so
already
annoyed.
heard of
It's
Elazar.
always the fucking
In
Fatui.
that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical
I mean, obviously, the
advancements
Fatui are going to get
don't
involved
have it
anyway
under
because they're trying to steal
control.
all the
The
Archon's
disease's
things,
progression
but,
can only
you know...
be delayed through environmental therapy.
What's that called again?
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me, so that I can live for that much longer.
Yeah, the Gnosis is.
However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
Yeah. Because obviously the Fatui are going to go around collecting all the Gnosises from every Archon. So they're obviously going to get involved eventually. I just hope we hold off as long as possible.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all
That
I
and the
could
Abyss
do
Order.
was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received.
So, obviously, the Summertide quest did spoil one thing, which is that Dea is still working, sometimes, for Dunyazad, which means that Dunyazad is probably still alive. So either her case is not as terrible as expected, or we do actually cure it, which I kind of figured we would anyway. So yeah, we have to like spoil ourselves on that.
When my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also.
I also reckon Elazar has got some connection to the Withering.
No.
That's what I think.
If you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
Also, I can't help but wonder if Ranger Girl's abatement of her own condition was not because the Fatui that she was in the control of was actually able to cure it temporarily, but because she wasn't in Sumaru at the time. That's what I'm thinking.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
But that's just a theory that I have. Why did they swap?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most.
I'm legally obliged not to say that.
Nilu will recreate
I don't know.
that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Well, off we go. Me neither, bruv. Me neither. I'm still wondering, like, I know this is very long term, but will Genshin stop when we have finished in Snezhnaya? Or, like, what is the area after Snezhnaya? Because we got to go through all the, you know, Archon areas. Are we going to go Snezhnaya to Khaenri'ah, maybe? That's what I'm wondering.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale
Where's your
religious
license?
festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right.
I mean,
things would only
maybe they
get
just go
worse.
back and,
Art, dance.
you know,
Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous
fix
and
some of the older
meaningless
areas to be a
activities
bit
in this
more
land of
streamlined or
knowledge and
easier?
reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all
What is this?
scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No,
Fuck you!
I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down.
Oh, I'm
this
gonna kill
ridiculous
you.
eyesore.
I'm gonna end you.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh,
I mean,
Junior's
he's got to go to somewhere else, hasn't he? Does he
We will
actually
sell that
move
just
on, or
now.
does he stay in Tabat?
The Grand Sage
Like, it
ordered
depends
us
on
to
what
stop
happens
the
with,
performance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No.
He's got to go
Just don't
somewhere after. I
investigate
mean, it
the
depends on what happens
organizers.
with his sister in the end.
If we were
Whether he
caught.
continues his travels or stays
No,
around.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
Fuck him!
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical
What?
phase. Power has begun to flow from...
What the hell was that?
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad.
I mean, I did say I thought something was going to happen at the festival, but I didn't expect it to be so annoying.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
swear, that bit of the song
This
just
is the
sounds
song
like,
offering
you
foods for a
raised me
half-midnight
up.
feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned?
Wait, what?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions.
Wait, what?
People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, what? I didn't realize. What the fuck? We're groundhogging. We're groundhogging here.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies...
What the fuck?
It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
Are we even really doing a
But if you trust
groundhog?
your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Okay. I'm gonna remember that specifically now. What the
Understood.
fuck?
I'll keep that in mind.
That is...
Oh, it's
I don't-
nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
What is going on?
Where to next?
Okay. Okay. I mean, you did say I couldn't expect what was going to happen, didn't you? That is definitely unexpected. Okay, we're going to pick the Sunset here again then. It was a 4th run, right? The 4th one.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers. Is it...
Oh, do you want some Yalda candy?
What's the...
It's not that simple.
Ooh!
And there's also lizard...
Oh. Traveler, help!
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Huh.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going?
I am very confused. Yeah, the next one.
A feeling of Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two.
Francis
Are
is
you
off
here
act.
for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from...
I'll show you in a minute.
Angelina cake.
I've got it with all the royal stuff.
That burned thing that didn't look tasty at all?
Because it just makes sense.
Paimon understands
Oh,
what
no.
you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like
I honestly
this.
wouldn't normally use him. My team's normally Zhangling, Diluc, Sengonomiya, and Bido.
That thing? Are you really... isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've,
Wait, so not only have we got a... Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, hang on. Hey, he's not got much more than Diluc does. Yeah, I've got him with all the... So yeah, just a lot of HP ups, I guess. That's the roll I got on them. Not much more than Diluc has. Diluc has a lot of health and attack. Which is why he's my goddamn main damage dealer right now.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Except besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you.
I mean,
I'm...
I'm...
Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
I mean, it is more health than Diluc has, which is weird. Yeah,
It really
I'm
is
just
fine.
barely
I don't mind.
finished getting everyone to level 90, and I'm trying to upgrade their weapons as well. Then I will probably start, and then upgrading their talents, and then I'll probably start focusing on dialing in the artifacts a bit better.
Huh? Did something happen?
Dinyarzad,
Depending on how long it takes between me finishing all this shit and then getting into
like
Natlan,
when you've
I might do it then,
already
but,
experienced something
you know,
that's
we'll see.
happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's always only the two of us.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Like, I'm the traveller who is
Nilou's
completely
dance
foreign to the
is
area,
about to
and
begin.
you,
Let's
we
go.
still have no idea what you are. Generally, everything that affects us only is going to only affect us only. It's always the way. Do you know the best thing about it being a Groundhog Day? If we wanted to, we could kill him like
what you should
as
be
much
doing
as
is
we
finding
want.
workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances.
I'm guessing the
We'll
idea is that we
publicly
want to
announce it
try
later
and
for
get
Akasha.
the
Understood.
festival to
I
go
will
on properly.
inform him
We,
when
we
I
need to get
return.
her to dance and all the other stuff.
The Sub-Zero's festival.
Just punch him over and over again.
Nilou?
Oh, Dinyarzad.
It's okay.
But you've been really looking for...
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause
True, but...
the next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't Sebastian. We could do more thinking tomorrow.
The fuck is a squirrel doing in the house?
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data.
What the fuck is going on?
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway.
I know that feeling. How interesting. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting Groundhog Day in my Genshin Impact.
Good morning, Dinyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks he's...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
So she is also being affected.
It shall...
Great idea. Let's get going. Traveler?
And obviously her being more tired is worse for her.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want. It's not that simple. Each box contains a... And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
That's great. That's great.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations!
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not...
Ah,
What?
that couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers?
What do you mean, when did I get superpowers? This whole game is filled with people with superpowers.
Hey, where are you going?
I mean, it's just a thing of main character itis that we just keep bumping into people with all these superpowers.
I know, it's kinda rude, you know.
Bitch, you're floating. Oh. There she is. True. It seems like her one purpose in life is to ask her dumb questions, it seems. There she goes. Come here, little lady. I'm not gonna hurt you. Huh.
What are you looking for?
Good question.
Traveler?
Oh. Okie dokie.
That's...
So who's in control of this? Is it... Right. Is that a symbolic thing? Gosh, this is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Here's the question, though. Is this just a thing that is limited to our current location? Or is all of Teyvat a simulation? These are the questions. What?
Look! Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at the
Oh, shit!
Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th?
Shit!
40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day?
Okay, I'm very glad they didn't make us go through all 50 of them.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain.
Obviously it's a simulation, but time is progressing. So that's why we're still getting tired, and she's getting more and more close to dying.
Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
So is time being changed, or is it just everyone's knowledge? I'm gonna lose my brain.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you see everything in this.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
world.
We're having two different conversations at once. I know. I'm going through two different like trains of thought because that's what I do.
Inside a one-day samsara.
The whole of that actually a simulation was also like a kind of a joke, really, but could be true.
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Yeah. Again. I mean, you heard about them during like the Canria Wars and the Archon Wars about like, oh yeah, they did all this fucking shit. Like, you go to the chasm and you see great big chunks of stone that apparently was thrown by Rex Lapis. And then you get then and it's just like, oh, fucking, I can just, you know, small rocks is what I can do. Here, I'm going to guess it's a similar thing. Holy shit! Now we got Sherlock up all in this shit. Okay.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done
Okay.
too much thinking.
Cool.
What is going on?
Voice acting for once.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. I can't... The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. That should be it. That doesn't sound right.
Oh.
That should... We've already experienced... The moon... That doesn't sound... That should be it.
Okay.
A time loop. You've given
It's not a time
similarly
loop.
long answers
Okay.
in the
It's an
past.
illusion. It's an illusionary time loop. That's why I knew it.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena.
Junior's up.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an...
It's a fake time loop. We're just having our memories reset.
Let's think about
That's why we're
current
so tired.
situation. And to do that, Nahida rejected the idea. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times.
It's a fake time loop. That's why we're all so tired. Don't me.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend? I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the... Huh? What brought this up? What kind of philosophic... Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumaru?
He actually has a point. Anyway, if this all really were just...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment? Ooh, I knew it! I told you.
You're really excited about this. So, you're admitting...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said...
I knew you weren't...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous.
Haha, yes.
You. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
One that doesn't come up often.
When you say it like that, the divination...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
On the next day.
Looks like fortune-telling is just... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her.
I mean,
You think she'll brush us off
if
again?
this is not just a normal one, like, okay, if it's not actually a time loop and stuff is progressing, then that means we've been stuck here, possibly getting our minds erased over and over again by the Akasha, or it's all happening in our heads anyway, not in real life. So it's not a time loop, so it's not a physical change in time. So either it's the Akasha is erasing our memories in between, or it's just happening in our heads, or it's happening in a domain or something.
Yeah, if we tap into the at this time.
Yeah, I bet it's fucking complicated. Alright, be right back. I just need to go to the toilet, get some more to drink, and we'll be back in a minute. In a minute, and go. Oh, oh god. Ow. Alright. Fuck, it's not muted. Oh well. Back again. Oh, I've still got to reset up stuff. Certain things. For Streamlabs. That's it. I have never wanted to know what's going on more than I have now. Crikey, alrighty.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Basically, I got to the end of Inazuma. Well, okay. So I started playing because one of my friends was playing Genshin Impact. I'd obviously heard about Genshin Impact, and she was talking about how she had spent £500 on trying to get Raiden. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're crazy. And she said, oh, well, you've got to do it to, you know, beat the game. And I'm like, do you? So I was like, fine, I'll play it and show you that you can beat the game without having to do that. So I pretty much got to the end of Inazuma. I got... and, you know, I did that in about a month, which basically burnt me out pretty badly. Partially due to having played all of Genshin Impact in one go, or also a bunch of other shit to do with the game. But then I was just like, actually I do like it, but I just got burnt out of it and then just forgot about it completely, you know? I should have kept up with it, but I didn't. And it isn't until I played Zenless Zone Zero that I was like, wow, this is really good. Kinda want to play Genshin again. So, here I am. Yeah, I mean, I was just burnt out. Like, I think the main thing was because I'd basically done everything in Inazuma at that point. I would, like, you know, was focusing on leveling up, and that was very grindy, so, you know, that's just the downside of it. Or, when you're done with the game, when you've done everything it's got to offer you, and you're just grinding, that's when you get really burnt out, so hopefully, now that I've got a lot of story built up, I can do that here. And I will also, you know, hopefully not get burnt out.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Sort of.
Paimon, Traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
I mean, you sound like someone who does a lot of grinding for the perfect build, so I'm guessing you understand that very well.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad.
Alright, so this...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
So this is the part of the Groundhog Day episode where we start figuring out how to best quickly convince people that we are groundhogging.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't. Her parents said that this is how she was.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Right. I mean, I don't think that's the real one. At least I think that's not the real one. I'm pretty sure that's just simulacrum of her, so that she doesn't actually die.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
Nahida!
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real...
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Oh.
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me
God
or
damn
Miss
it.
Dunyarzad here.
Because we're best by Gendro. And she's not. She's a pyro.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Ooh, maybe not.
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
Hang on a second, I just gotta go do something quickly. Hey, hide. Come on, then. Not that you're out there, though.
I can sense her aura.
Just making sure the cat doesn't go out the window.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Okay, now she definitely has a superpower.
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Tuxedo. And I live in the loft, so I don't want to getting out onto the roofs of the houses.
Yeah,
although
they've always been against
really, she's
us.
just coming up to sleep under my
Wouldn't
bed.
surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the
She's sticking to
Sub-Zero's
doing that lately.
festival as a
Don't know why.
sick joke.
Right. Okay.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumaru who could pull off something like this.
Tell you what.
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
It's cooler a bit. It's a bit cooler now. So, if I put on a shirt. Yeah. Ooh. I got my jank as fuck webcam set up. Nope, that's not right. Come on. Goes that. Stays straight. Webcam. Deactivate. Activate. Make it rotate a bit. Come on, that way. Yep, upright. And... I think she's already gone. Oh well, she's already gone downstairs again. Took too long to set up the webcam. Bobby. She might actually still be up here. She's hiding in the eaves, probably. Right. Oh, since we've got the webcam on anyway, let's carry on as usual. Even if I do melt. Gotta get my reaction on cam for whatever the fuck happens
like
here. Oh no, there she is. Hang on.
That means you must know something about the Akasha.
There we go. See? Kitty cat. Nope. Oh, fine. She is a strong, independent kitty. That was weird. Oh, that's what was happening. Cool. Alright. Let's go.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha
Yep.
is so magical.
And someone's already taken it?
Powered by the gnosis of Sumaru's archive.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of wisdom."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for.
Yep, that's
but
better.
compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
I mean, it's corrected to their brains.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumaru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That doesn't sound right.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price." Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
That's what I was
don't know any
saying.
Specifics.
What's the point
I've been saying that from the start.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't.
Ooh, yeah, that's some scary shit.
An excellent deduction.
That is,
And now
yeah,
she compares
you're not
Sumeru
wrong. That's
City to a
basically what the
massive
Akasha
brain.
is. Holy shit, yeah.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when the
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep.
I knew it had something to do with the Akasha terminals.
Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you—
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Because it's all in our brains. It's all in our heads.
Runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
We cannot.
They're in the walls. No, don't go.
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least— Oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida?
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the—
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Are you even real in the first place?
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up.
Haha. Comic time.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell—
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something—
Muscle memory!
It's weird how such a new
Muscle memory!
weapon could feel— It's as if—
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, you're—
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors—
Muscle memory!
heavily rely on
Hey!
muscle memory.
I'm getting
Only
it.
knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you—
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere?
How did you know what I was—
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of—
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay.
Okay.
We're getting real existential here. Real existential.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
That was weird.
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's true.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
I mean, for what we know, she might just be a little child who has been a little child for God knows how long, and also has the intelligence of everyone in this, you know, area. Harvest?
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
Maybe?
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that?
Yep.
In a simple time loop,
It's memory erasure.
conditions should also reset.
It's a memory reset, or it's all happening in our heads.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Okay.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
It's that one that makes me think it's not real at all. It's all in our heads.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha. Okay.
Because they're not being
Akasha
removed,
relies on the
they just
power
seem
of
like they are.
Gnosis to
Because we're
operate.
it's in our heads.
The
It's in our heads.
manifestation of the god of we've already experienced. I can't seem to.
Really?
If all our
Yes.
memories of a day are erased at the end of that day. If all our memories of a
But then, surely the shopkeeper would notice, because his fruits would be getting mature and overripe. Unless, I'm sticking to that one. That makes me think it's all in our heads.
Oh, then the beep we hear that's why when we wake up, everyone but muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find...
Okay, I am now really, really sure that it's all in our heads. Because if it was in real life, but we were getting our brains reset and everyone was just returning to positions, then they would notice that the fruits were decaying, and there would be a lot of other stuff that would physically indicate that time is not progressing normally. So it must be all in our heads, which is why we can't take our Akasha terminals off, because we're not physically doing anything. It's all in our heads. I am now pretty goddamn certain it's all in our heads. I just wish that I'd actually be allowed to make that conclusion already.
It took me a while to find you.
But apparently no, I can't figure it out myself yet.
As expected, Dia...
It hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands, and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me...
Yes, your memory...
And I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I...
Fucking hell, yes.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then
that would be very complicated.
To replenish. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
That would be very complicated to do.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Yep.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
But why? What are they harvesting? Knowledge?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be happy pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Yep.
I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Oh, I'm so close. So close.
Well, back to square one.
I'm pretty sure I know what's going on now. Pretty certain. Now I just need to know why.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Get lower. Get lower.
Strange? Paimon feels like Huh? Leaving the city? You're
Again,
right.
not gonna
It's
work.
strange how we never
But
thought of such
it's a good
simple
idea.
solution. Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it. Did we miss this because we're How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Figured out how. Now I need to figure out why. Said they were harvesting something. The only thing that they could possibly try and harvest is knowledge.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. That is very weird. That throws a wrench in the works.
About that.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumaru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
So she stayed, and the traveler went. Oh my god. So... Ooh. Ooh, this is good. This is exciting. This is interesting.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real emergency.
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
Oh. Are we in a biodome?
It looks like the academia already announced a lockdown for Sumaru City.
I know, that's not actually what's happening here. That's just a joke. That is actually not what I'm thinking.
Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumaru today. Angering me won't get you.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, this is a good spot. And huh? Why? Are you going to leave? What if? Paimon knows that Paimon. Okay. Promise Paimon that
Okay. So she's. Oh. And we can't see that bit because that's where we... Oh my god!
Paimon would never see Paimon. Waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back.
Oh, yeah.
Promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick walk.
When I got back into it, it was like, fuck, how do I do stuff again? What is this resin for? What's good to go? What's priority? How do I do quests? Oh, it was confusing as fuck.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Oh, Paimon.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really... I see. Using two people's different
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
This is definitely adding a whole new
If we leave the city,
thing
our
to
memories
wonder about.
will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right?
Yep! No!
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of the memory gem things. Or something else, I don't know.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Okay. That covers everything.
I'm very interested in what's going on.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumaru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumaru city space when you set foot
Nah, that
outside
was
of
at the start of Sumaru.
But everything everything looked completely normal when Paimon was
Oh,
looking out
fuck.
from the inside.
God damn it, you might be right.
Unbelievable.
Maybe, I don't know.
Take your word for it.
Fuck.
The other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Are we even real? Are we the real traveler or not? Fuck.
The message end right there. What did the
No, we can't. We gotta be, because physical changes are happening to Daya and...
Because yesterday just happened to end
Daya's
at
hard.
that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
This one.
My impression is that each day in this My impression was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be all the bizarre spaces I saw outside?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
This has got to be the most interesting storyline in this game so far. What's up, bud? Ha! Yeah, I mean, when you've run out of stuff to find in chests and stuff, yeah, that's kind of your only option.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad?
Okay then. See you later.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together.
Yeah, that definitely would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, I've only got 5 characters above level 90 and one of them's the Traveler, so...
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? Okay.
This, I reckon, is a red herring.
People
and Sumaru don't dream. The moon.
Are you kidding me?
illusions
No, it's not.
and
What?
lies. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city. And those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except we've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times. And okay, Nahida said.
I mean, yeah, that was actually one of the main things that burnt me out when I was finishing playing the last time I played, was I was doing a lot of grinding for experience books. That really burnt me out, that one. Because I was trying to get, I think, Dialog up to level 90, and then when I finally did, I was just like, ugh. Ugh. Yeah, it was bad.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumaru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
What the fuck?
We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen
well,
dreams without their host.
Talents is probably more preferable.
So weird when he was trying to describe them.
Talents are more preferable to artifacts, because artifacts are annoying because you can't always get the artifact you want. You know? So I'd rather focus on talents first, which I am.
Correct answer.
Like, now that I've got my main team up to level 90, I'm working on getting their talents upgraded and their weapons.
The Akasha relies on the power. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I need...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it.
Also, the fact is that I've locked myself at world level 7, which means that everything takes a lot longer to, you know, do. Like, I could do it, I could beat everyone, it just takes so much longer and it's really annoying.
Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia...
I mean, I'm currently farming...
to steal people's dreams for
2E searching mages for the whatever the purple one is of them, so I can upgrade both Zhangling's weapon and Sangonomiya's weapon, because they both require the same thing.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty
Unfortunately.
well.
And I basically ran it. I keep
What about
grinding
the
out
Samsara?
them to nothing.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't... The Grand Sage said, go... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded... I can't seem to cohesively...
Nope.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Dendro Archon.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions? That doesn't sound...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you... You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway.
That's true.
And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but
yes, only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are...
Wait, no, okay, no, hang on, I'm confused. So if we're dreaming, is this happening all within the first night after the Sub-Zero festival? Which means that... But then, how is anyone physically progressing? Because she's dying, right? And unless she literally only had one more day to live, then... Yeah, but Nilo's a... Hydro. True. Ooh, yes, good point. Good point. So, is this all happening within one night? Or is this... It's the physical changes that I'm kind of confused by, because there must be some time progressing. So either we've been...
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And
so it is in one night then, maybe. I don't know.
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question.
Yeah, because it's all happening in one night.
Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with. Like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing. We've got to put a stop to this.
Muscle memory doesn't necessarily need time. It needs repetition. So, yeah. It could be happening all in one night where time is just slowed down for us relative. Because, yeah, I've had dreams where years have gone past. Like, compressed time shit. And, yeah. Time is convoluted into that.
Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have...
The Grand Sage said, "Go Okay, Nahida said those spaces remind...
Celebrate the birth of that god?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could it mean...
I mean, muscle memory can happen pretty quickly, especially if you're already quite adept at the thing you're getting muscle memory in. Like, for instance, I have, at work, done a new task and already had very well ingrained muscle memory by the end of the day. So, I don't know. But these aren't dreams. They're dreams that are being controlled. But,
Deceiving the people of Sumaru with no regard for their safety.
Oh, that's my big question. Okay, so we got figured out it's a dream where it's all in our heads. I'm so confused.
After we
I love this storyline.
Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back?
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of...
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on what is talked about when we finally are out of it.
Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say... Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Oh, no.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer
So she's not
encourage
dead?
constant dream harvesting.
She's probably just unconscious or something.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait,
she's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the Samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep, which means, with the imagination. Imagination means breaking through what you
It's
perceive
probably
as normal.
Nilu.
Like when a server at a tavern brings a... However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware, the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dreams...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find
I mean, it's probably someone we've already met because that's how
they're dreaming.
stories work.
After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it, as for me...
Out of town?
Or yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Now hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical.
She was such a good person. Yeah. But we mustn't lose hope. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him.
No, it's Nilu. It's definitely going to be Nilu. I mean, when the great sage walked away, he was talking to her. She's definitely the host. Definitely Nilu. If it was Dea, then she'd be like, when we told her about all the times that the thing was time looping, that would have then caused her to probably get towards the line of being in a dream. It's Nilu. Definitely Nilu. We know it's not Dunyazad because she's, you know, dead.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is that
Everything's fine. Just
an experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm
Oh.
listening, though. What do you need me to do?
I mean, yeah, again, the only question that we have left is,
make a wish.
you know, why are they doing this? For what purpose? They're harvesting dreams, but why? God damn.
You want me to make
I should probably start looking up builds better.
that a new Sub-Zero's
I've also been
festival
going by the
tradition or
traveler
something?
guides. Or the character guides.
Okay, my wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Do you
Is it that
focus as much
obvious?
on the secondary
After what I just said, Yes, it
stats,
is.
or do you just focus on the main stat?
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Nope, not him.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but Only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be
Let's
this
just go
easy.
to Nailu.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
It's been ages since we fought anything. Yeah, there are.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... Fine, alright? Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some back...
That's close enough.
Ah, I was trying to get two of them.
Try to keep up. No more tricks up your sleeve. You won this
Hey, yeah.
I'll be
Any more? Hello. Burn.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she
Well,
wanted to pick something up?
I have been focused on getting, like,
She said it was because
talents
she
to
had forgotten
max.
something.
I have, but I don't know. Maybe if that's not the right way. Because one of the main reasons I'm using Zhangling so much is because I've got her maxed out on her constellation,
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far.
and that works out
Anyway,
really well.
Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
I mean, I had a problem recently with Zenless Zone Zero where I was trying to build up
It's rude to enter
Zhu
other
Yuan
people's
and
spaces without permission,
yeah,
but
ran out of Denny.
times call for desperate measures.
So I had to start spending my battery money on getting more Denny. I'm going to do that again if I'm going to upgrade my
Paimon's gonna take a peek
discs.
inside.
I gotta say, the disc system is a lot easier to comprehend than the artifacts right now.
Residence, so there was
Because it's just
pretty much
only
nothing
like 10 of them.
inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing, she must have wanted to give this if we hadn't found this book, but now that we know... Hey! Where are you off to now?
again. Oh, what are you doing? Ah. Yeah, it seems like everything else is easy to level up and focus on, and then you just do it. But then artifacts is a whole nother system that you've got to, you know, fight with. Well, before I stopped playing, another one of the reasons that I got burnt out was because I was trying to get to level 12 of the Abyss thingy, Abyss Spiral. Because that's the last trophy I need for the Platinum. And boy, was that grind hard. Basically, I almost made it. It's just that my other team didn't have a good enough healer to last. It was really annoying. So I also need to make 2 good teams, which is kind of why I want to try and get Kazuya in my next, when he turns up again. Because I feel like I could really make a good team around him.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler?
I mean, also just because he's cool to use. I love him. I was doing his character story, and it was.
Think of it. We've been stuck in this place for a
I don't have a focus.
really long time.
I've just got what I've got.
Heck,
I've got the ones that
time we
play
were
fun.
chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah, Dalek is just there because he's fucking strong as fuck. Like, Dalek has 900 base attack. I've got him up to just around 2,400. He hits like a fucking truck.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here. And the way her eyes...
That is a lot to
sparkled
me.
when she
Like, he
talked
has got
about
the
me and
highest...
chance of-
There will always be frustrations in life.
I'll show you in a minute, but yeah, he hits like a truck. I can't get anyone else to have even close to the same amount of attack he's got.
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
He's the only one I actually did focus on getting a good set off, which admittedly is still oh yeah, I know. I'm still barely touching the shit that you do every day. Yep. So that is the problem, yeah. Obviously, you've got... My Traveler is currently hitting around, well, that much, because... Yeah, his weapon's maxed. And obviously it's the Dissension, because, you know... but at the moment, it's just like... When I attack with anyone else, I feel like I'm doing nothing. Unless I use, Kokomi's ultimate. Then I get... Then she actually does pretty good damage when she's in her elemental burst. Janling is also doing fairly good attack because obviously her attack is good, but also she's faster attacking than Dialek. My Dialek attribute is 55.3. So half my stuff hits. So artifacts. Yep. Yeah, so, you know, he's just my main damage dealer. I mostly, my Baidu is literally only on my team to activate her burst so that I have extra elemental damage. I pretty much never hit with her. So that's why I go for the overload. I think I've basically got an overload build. Yeah, I'll definitely, like I said, if I can get all the story stuff, pretty low, to be honest. She hardly ever... that is definitely something I need to work on. I don't actually know if that's high or not. So. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, good point. Now that you mention it, that should be obvious. Better has a better. I mean, her weapon has got energy recharge on it anyway, so I probably knew that. I probably knew that back when. So yeah, I probably should upgrade that. But yeah, her artifacts need work for sure. If I want to work on energy recharge, I definitely need something else. Probably that, to be honest. Ah, right. We'll focus on this later. Let's figure out what the fuck is going on here. It's definitely Nilou. Yeah, hopefully when I am done with Sumaru and Fontaine, I will have enough time between that ending and Natlan to focus on building a team more.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Fuck.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Yeah.
Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste. Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course. If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
Duh.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold it.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
The real Padasaras. That's her wish.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Patisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
So cool.
10 years, but didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
Oh, hell yeah.
So Nilou's the host.
Time to slap a bitch.
Purple Patisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
Papa.
It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be real Patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilou? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilou realize?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Indirectly, yes.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumaru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendroarchon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep. But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long."
I think I'm going to keep playing until I hit the end of this
The Dendro
act.
Archon smiled.
That's my plan.
The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today,
Like, I
aren't
really
you?
just want to get to the end of this.
Have a
Dick-
safe
like,
journey, my love." In
what
the end,
does the divine
the first
knowledge
sage took care of many disasters in Sumaru
have to do with
City
this?
and founded the Academia.
Oh.
What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon. Like this.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
And she wants to dance. So she shall dance.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Oh yeah. Cutscene! Cutscene!
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
Dance and dance as the world ends and the dream is over.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Hell yeah!
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Yes! Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, she's alive.
Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad,
What?
for organizing the Sabzeruz festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
What's going on?
Don't scare us like...
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you.
What?
I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzeruz.
She's a robot!
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sabzeruz
Oh,
festival.
they've been playing it for the long time.
Dunyarzad, did you save her?
Oh my god.
It's a really long story.
God, that voice is
We
weird
shouldn't
coming from
disturb her.
Catherine.
Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about...
Oh my god. That's very good. Cool, blimey, governor. Really? Okay. You know, the fact that it only goes up to 2 made me think that there were only 2 acts to this, which I'm obviously dumb for thinking, but yeah, damn. This story is amazing. So does she create a copy of Catherine, or is Catherine actually being controlled? God damn. You go hard, man. You go real hard, don't you?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
I wouldn't even be able to hit numbers that high in character
Sabzeruz
trials.
Festival. I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
I'm so confused.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Yeah.
Both are fine. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a
You also heard someone's voice.
Yeah! So you do know! We've been...
It seems like the traveler established a connect. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukad of...
A message from Great
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him.
Okay, so...
I still haven't managed to. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their conscious. But I believe this is the key.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul?
Awesome.
Oh, Tainari also said that, but even if you...
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that conscious. No, we must decipher its secret. This puzzle has life and death at stake. To be accurate, I'm using the...
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal...
What?
My consciousness is all... I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually...
She is a robot!
Consciousness.
Hold on. Did we just...
You were not kidding about that.
Secret? So Catherine is... What about your own body?
That story begins a long time ago. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake... However...
So, the sages basically put their new...
In some ways, they aren't wrong. And I'm still really far away from being...
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Thank you for the kind word. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul. There has never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumaru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down.
Why is she a Snezhnayan robot, though? That's dodgy as fuck.
Residents haven't noticed anything strange. If the traveler hadn't broken the Sabzeruz samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Yeah?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sabzeruz samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave What a relief.
It was happening all in one night.
Paimon? Why am I...
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can...
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine.
We spent quite some time in Sumaru City.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk to you in a minute. I want to see if this is about reputation. Which I probably won't be doing much with, considering I have still not finished Inazuma. What's up? Claim. Claim. Whew. It's gonna be good. Butter chicken. Yes. So there's 5 acts, then. Cool. 5 acts. Julio, Mr. Julio. Oh no, don't do this to me! No! Oh, crap. Oh, damn it. I just finished them. Ooh. I'm not gonna get the quest yet. We'll save this for after. Yeah, the backlog. I'm guessing these are all... Oh, fucking hell. Yep, I'm probably going to save these for after I've done the Archon quests. Between finishing them off and doing... Why does Sino have 2? You greedy fuck. I also have all of these built up as well. Yes. No, not when I play. No, I do that off screen. Mostly. I do that like before I stream. So, yeah. Like today I was focusing on upgrading... Yeah. Right, we'll ignore that side quest, do that off screen. Because what I'm basically doing now is I'm focusing on mainly doing all the... Basically anything with voice acting is what I'm doing on stream. So, all the main Archon quests, some story quests. Do the story quests have voice acting? Kind of. Yeah. I do all the side quests and stuff off screen, pretty much. Catherine. I probably should do that, yeah. I have got 2 of the yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what people want from Genshin runs.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us?
So we'll see how that goes.
Commissions,
Same thing for Zenless Zone Zero. Like, do people want to watch me doing my weeklies? Or not? Like my weekly run-throughs of Hollow Zeros.
Academic symposium this afternoon
I've still got a few,
poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
What are they called?
If possible, please also use...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see.
Yeah, true.
It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
You got a point there.
In that case, please go to Port Armor.
And the rate I'm finishing now, I definitely think that maybe, just maybe, I will have plenty of time between finishing all the current stuff and the start of Natlan. So yeah, I probably should look for some... But then again, if I run out, I'll just do a different game. Because I don't want to be just a Genshin player. I do want to be a variety streamer. It's just that this is obviously a focus right now because I have the time.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque?
So it's been you this whole time?
Yeah.
Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Like, my intention was to do Zenless Zone Zero, finish all the content, and then just go back to normal games and stuff. And maybe occasionally go and do the weeklies and stuff on stream. And any events. But then I was like, oh, but Genshin though. So now I'm doing that basically.
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumaru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
That seems very
danced
cultish.
round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that?
Yeah, I thought about trying out, but I'm not too big on the idea of playing a,
No, we aren't pitying
you know,
That would only make everything worse.
time-based, what's the word? Turn-based system at the moment.
By the way, have you had a chance to visit
I
Dunya's
to be honest, as someone who loves RPGs, my indication for turn-based is not as high.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation
Told you it was
of the
linked.
withering on the human
Oops.
body, we can only
Sorry.
cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's
I told you it
own
was
withering.
linked.
But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities.
Oh, good point.
Oh boy. Alright. So I called it that the withering and the thing are the same things. From what I've seen of Wua, it's basically just a complete copy of Genshin. Even down to, like, I saw someone going through their character and it's like, this is exactly the same. So I kind of thought about it, but also like, do I really want to just get into another Genshin? You know? Like, literally just another Genshin. It's, it really, everyone talks about it and everyone says, oh yeah, it's basically just a copy of Genshin. Some improvements, maybe, apparently, some people say, but I have no idea. I don't even want to go into it, because, like, yeah, I've got Genshin already, I don't need another one. But other than that, really. So I do have, alright, we'll leave the next act for the next thing. What do I need right now? Because, like I said, I need Mistgrass Wicks for your one and for Zhangling's. Movement and combat are better. To be honest, movement is definitely one of my biggest complaints. But yeah, if everything else is worse, then it's kind of pointless. It's just, I mean, how's the story? Because one of the things that keeps bringing me back to Genshin is definitely the story and the animations and all that shit. Like, the story and characters is one of the best aspects of Genshin. Okay, fair enough. Then I probably won't. Because, like, I play Xenosaga Zero because it also has a fantastic combat system. And also, I do find it interesting about the story. Movement, no issues. Yeah. Yeah, I got her from the, I might build her up. I'm not sure. I got her from the, summer event, so... I might build her up, I'm not sure. But we'll see about it. Let's focus on what I've got right now. Man, how big is this area going to end up being? Yeah, fuck it. We've got another fucking, leeway here, haven't we? Where it's just going to be fucking massive. God damn. Oh goddamn! You go up the adventure rank so quickly early on. Bloody ridiculous. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it there, because we've had quite the stream of very interesting stuff happening, and my brain is fried from trying to think about it. We fought, like, 2 things. We haven't got a lot of combat today, so that's good. I definitely want to say thank you to you two, because I'm thankful that you two deem my stream something worth watching and sticking around for, and yeah, also keep chatting, because that's great. That really helps out. I can't thank you enough for, you know, just watching is the greatest thing everyone can do for me right now. So thank you for being there. Thank you for giving me someone to talk to. That's always been my biggest weakness, is I mostly just nap to myself when no one's around. So having people to talk to and interact with greatly helps me. So thank you, both of you, for being around, and, you know, this might be the start of everything getting better for me. So if that is the case and that happens, I will have you two to thank. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be all for today or tonight. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Catch me up on Twitch as well if you're watching as well, and I'll see you tomorrow.